Story 1. The Unseen Guest of Christmas. In the quaint, snow-covered town of Eldridge Hollow, Christmas was a time of joy, lights, and celebration. However, this Christmas was different. A chilling undercurrent ran through the festivities. The Dawson family, newcomers to Eldridge Hollow, were unaware of the town's dark past. They had moved into the old Whitmore estate, a grand but neglected mansion at the town's edge, eager to spend their first Christmas there. As Christmas Eve approached, the Dawsons decorated their new home with festive cheer. Unbeknownst to them, each ornament stirred the dormant spirits within the house. That night, as the family gathered around the fireplace, they heard a faint melodic jingle as if from a distant Christmas bell. It was a sound not of this world, one that sent shivers down their spines. The youngest Dawson, Lily, saw a shadow flit across the room. "Mommy, who's that man in the corner?" she whispered, her eyes wide with fear. But when her mother looked, there was no one there. As the night deepened, the family felt an unsettling presence. Cold draughts wandered through the rooms like lost souls, and the Christmas lights flickered ominously. In the heart of the night, a horrifying figure appeared. It was the ghost of Alistair Whitmore, the original owner of the estate, who had vanished on a Christmas Eve many years ago. His eyes were hollow, his form ethereal and draped in tattered Yuletide garments. Alistair's ghost began to recount his tale in a voice that echoed through the halls. He spoke of betrayal, a cursed love, and a Christmas wish gone terribly wrong. His fiancée, Isabel, had disappeared on Christmas Eve, the same night he had planned to propose. Heartbroken and accused of foul play, Alistair's spirit could find no peace. The Dawsons, paralyzed with fear, listened as the ghost revealed the tragic truth. Isabel had not abandoned Alistair. She had been trapped in the house, hidden within a secret room they had discovered while decorating. Her spirit had been calling out for decades, waiting for someone to uncover the truth. As dawn broke, Alistair's ghost led the family to the hidden room. There, they found an old dust-covered Christmas present, unopened. Inside was a delicate ring and a note from Isabel, accepting Alistair's proposal. With the truth revealed, the spirits of Alistair and Isabel appeared together, their forms glowing with a soft, peaceful light. They thanked the Dawsons for freeing them from their earthly bonds. With a final, grateful glance, the ghostly couple vanished, leaving the air filled with the scent of old roses. The Dawsons never forgot that Christmas, a time when they helped two lost souls find each other and their eternal rest. Eldridge Hollow had given them a story of love, loss, and redemption, a hauntingly beautiful Christmas tale they would remember forever. Story 2. The Melody of the Frozen Timepiece. In the remote, snow-laden village of Wintermere, nestled in the crook of a frozen forest, Christmas was more than a holiday. It was a lifeline in the deep winter's embrace. The villagers, bound by old traditions and tales, prepared for the festive season with a mix of excitement and reverence. The center of these celebrations was the ancient clock tower standing in the village square. Every Christmas Eve at the stroke of midnight, the tower's clock would chime a haunting melody known to bring good fortune for the coming year. This year, however, a sense of unease tainted the air, like a cold whisper in the night. Eleanor, a young teacher new to Wintermere, was fascinated by the local legends. She learned of one tale that unsettled her, the story of the clockmaker's daughter, who vanished many Christmases ago, her fate forever entwined with the tower's midnight chime. On Christmas Eve, as the village was blanketed in a thick, ghostly fog, Eleanor felt an inexplicable pull towards the clock tower. The air was tense, as if the night itself was holding its breath. As the clock struck midnight, the expected chime did not sound. Instead, a silence fell, so deep it was almost tangible. Then, a different melody began to play, one that was beautiful yet mournful, a song of lost love and timeless sorrow. The villagers, stunned, watched as the air around the clock tower shimmered and twisted. In the glow of the Christmas lights, a spectral figure appeared, a young woman, her face sad yet serene, dressed in the garb of a bygone era. Eleanor, drawn to the figure, approached the tower. The ghostly woman spoke in a voice like the winter wind, telling her tale. She was the clockmaker's daughter, Isolde, who had fallen in love with a man her father disapproved of. On Christmas Eve, as they planned to elope, her love was mysteriously slain, and Isolde, heartbroken, had taken her own life. Her spirit was bound to the clock tower, her fate tied to the missing chime, a melody her lover had composed for her. She could not rest until it was played again, a symbol of their undying love. Eleanor, moved by Isolde's story, vowed to help. She searched the tower and found the original composition hidden within the clock mechanism, placed there by Isolde's lover long ago. As Eleanor played the melody, the clock began to chime in harmony. The villagers watched in awe as Isolde's spirit smiled, her form becoming brighter with each note. With the song's end, Isolde whispered words of gratitude and love before fading into the night, released at last. The village of Wintermere never forgot that Christmas, the night when a lost love story found its end, and a young teacher helped a tormented soul find peace. The melody of the Frozen Timepiece became a new tradition, a reminder of love's enduring power even beyond the veil of death. Story 3. Whispers in the Winter Wood. In the heart of the Carpathian Mountains, nestled among snow-draped pines, lay the ancient village of Kievrak. Here, Christmas was not just a festive season, but a time of mystery and ancient traditions, where the line between the real and the ethereal blurred. The village was home to an enigmatic and rarely seen phenomenon known as the Winter Whisperer. According to legend, on every Christmas Eve, a spectral entity roamed the snow-laden woods, its whispers carrying fortunes, warnings, or ancient secrets to those brave enough to listen. This Christmas, curiosity and a sense of adventure drew a young folklorist named Ivan to Kievrak. Fascinated by the legend, he was determined to uncover the truth behind the Winter Whisperer. As Christmas Eve fell, a hush descended over Kievrak. The villagers stayed indoors, leaving the snowy paths untouched. Ivan, wrapped in his thickest cloak, ventured into the frosty woods, guided by the soft glow of the moon. The forest was eerily silent, the only sound his crunching footsteps on the snow. As midnight approached, a faint, ghostly whisper began to weave through the trees. Ivan followed the sound, his heart racing with a mix of fear and excitement. In a clearing bathed in moonlight, he found the source of the whispers. A figure, ethereal and shimmering, hovered above the snow. It was the Winter Whisperer, an apparition of haunting beauty, its eyes like deep, dark pools of knowledge. The Whisperer spoke in a voice like the winter wind, telling tales of Christmases long past, of lost loves, and of secrets buried deep within the mountains. Its words were cryptic, filled with riddles and ancient wisdom. Ivan, entranced, listened as the Whisperer revealed a tale about an ancient curse laid upon the village, tied to a forbidden love between a mortal and a spirit. The curse, it said, could only be lifted when a descendant of that union returned to the village on Christmas Eve, acknowledging their heritage. As the Whisperer's tale unfolded, Ivan felt a strange sense of connection. Delving into his family history, he had discovered that his great-grandmother had come from Kievrak. A realization dawned on him. He was the key to breaking the ancient curse. With newfound determination, Ivan declared his lineage in the moonlit clearing. As he did, the whisperer's form glowed brighter, its whispers turning into a melody of liberation and peace. The spirit thanked Ivan, revealing its true form, a beautiful woman, the ancestral spirit bound by the curse. With a final grateful smile, she vanished into the night, leaving a trail of shimmering light. Ivan returned to the village, his heart filled with wonder and joy. The next day, Christmas in Kievrak was unlike any before. The air was warmer, the colors brighter, as if a heavy veil had been lifted from the village. The legend of the Winter Whisperer lived on, but now as a tale of hope and liberation, a reminder of the mysterious yet magical bond between the past and the present, especially during the mystical time of Christmas. Thanks for listening to this story. Put a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new stories.